What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. I'm going to save my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for my thoughts and opinions at the end. Let's get into it.
Hello. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello. I can. What do you got for me?
Divorced, married. So I've been married for 11 years. I'm 32 now. We got married when I was 19 and a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was 24. Um, and it was my call. I'm the one who left him. And I'm just wondering, is that the same for me to get a high value man? Would it be the same?
Well,
Or does that put us on the same boat
well,
as the
in
baby
in
moms?
in general,
Hmm.
no, because men in general separate women who had children as a result of a legal marriage versus
Hmm.
women who had children in a non-traditional way, i.e., baby mama, non-state sponsored marriage, spiritual union, whatever. Men are very processed. So if you're saying you had a legal marriage
Right.
and your birth, a marital certificate, dissolution, then you are in a different category from the
Okay.
start.
Okay.
But
That's
then it does definitely come down to the amount of children, the age of the children, the 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 overall disposition. How do these kids act? Where the
right.
ex-husband is? Because a man is gonna, he may see you and say, "I want to date you." You say you're 32, right?
Right. I am.
You so that puts you as a younger, not an old woman, but you're not a young woman. That puts you firmly in. You're a woman, so a guy could say, "Man," and he meets you, but when they get after they start to get to know you, all that stuff is out there. One, two kids, and an ex-husband. A man has to factor that in. So you mentioned specifically a high value husband. Now that is where it becomes tricky. So I got to
Okay.
ask you.
So basically he had pursued his PhD. He was in school the whole time. He
Okay.
was already pursuing his master's when he was 24. And then he got his postgrad and just kept on climbing the ladder. And I have a bachelor's. So we both were in the education field. Um, and he comes from, pretty
But why? But
decent.
why would you want? But why would you want a high value man?
That is literally, I wanted a high value man when I was younger,
Okay.
got one. And then when I realized that in terms of relationship and compatibility wasn't working or it wasn't healthy for the children, I decided that I wanted two broken happy homes instead of one
Let me
broken.
let me explain something real quick.
Right.
Hold
Hmm.
on. Let me explain something very close. Just because your ex-husband has a PhD does not make him a high value man.
Okay.
I have very specific dimensions. It has nothing. High value man is not men that women tend to run from; they run to.
Okay.
So he may be educated. That's fine, but and being 24, it's hard for a guy to truly be high value in his 20s. There's a certain amount of maturity and gravitas that comes along with it. So maybe he was just educated and at earning potential. But
You mean when I first married him, or are you talking about right now?
well, that's all he had in the 24.
Yeah.
He didn't make it
Gotcha.
himself. But
Right.
but you asked the question, how does it affect your opportunities with high value men, meaning in the present? Are you
Right.
still trying to get high value men?
Yes.
All right. So let me explain what a high value man is as far as I define it. A high value
Okay.
man is a man who meets a certain income threshold. The baseline is like $10,000 a month in Atlanta dollars and Dallas dollars. You have to adjust for whatever city you're in. He's making
Okay.
that money for at least about 5 years, 3 years where he's scratching the surface. That person also other high value men look at him as a peer. He has group acceptance. He also has a network of other high value men as contacts and other people, because you can't be
Yes.
high value and like a loner. Meaning he also has visibility, meaning people kind of understand who he is, what he does. So you don't have to just say, I'm an entrepreneur. That's vague. And then last, he's useful, utility. He's useful to himself, others, and the group. He's not just a loner hoarding his stuff. So now that's the basic stuff. Now, there may be other things on top of that. There may be morals, principles, values that are different, but that's in general. But I got to ask you, are you talking about marrying a man of a certain income range because you want to have a certain lifestyle?
Yes, I want it to be equal to how I've been living, but I do value a good character and a person with a great foundation,
Okay, that's fine.
primarily.
But
Yeah.
so what do you mean how you currently been living?
In terms of, I want it to be more upper class. Like we've been living pretty well all those years.
Okay.
So
Do you want to have any more children?
I I would say either no, like I would be fine with not having any more children,
Okay.
but or I would have one more and I'd be okay with
So do
that.
you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
Yeah, I've done both, so I'm comfortable with both as well.
I'm saying, what do you want?
I mean, I'm a businesswoman. Like I launched my own business, but I was
Do you
teaching in the
want to have
education.
to work to pay significant bills? Meaning, do you want the responsibility of paying a significant portion of the mortgage, utilities, retirement, all that stuff?
No,
All right. So you want him to carry the financial load.
right.
All right. So you want to be a 32-year-old divorcee with two
Mhm.
kids, and you want to marry a man that has to carry the bulk of the financial load for you, and
That has the ability. Sorry, the ability. No.
the ability.
Yeah, I want him to have. I
Okay,
don't want
ma'am,
to
you
have
can't
to.
pay, ma'am. Let's cut to the chase. You cannot pay the mortgage on freaking ability. He has you want so you want potential. How do you
Exactly.
eat?
Yes. Yes. That's
Okay,
it.
ma'am. Then how? Okay, so how do you put a potential meal in front of your children?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be bullshit,
I
man, but I want to
understand
get
what
to
you're
the
saying.
because see what you're giving me is
Yeah.
what you're giving me is a bunch of stuff that's leading towards spirituality and mysticism, and I'm getting very real. When you put a
It
plate in front of
really.
your listen,
Okay.
you put a plate in front of your kids. Does that has potential mashed potatoes, potential chicken, potential vegetables, or do you want
No.
real chicken?
No.
All right. So you want a man that brings real economic resources to carry the burden of the financial load. That's what you
Hmm.
said.
Yes.
All right. So ask yourself a question. What is he going to get for that? Because you don't even want to have any additional kids. What's he going to get from you and two
No.
kids?
What I said was that I would not be against having one more, but I also wouldn't be against not having, because I have a boy and a girl, 7 and
Okay, man,
10.
but that's you. See,
Hmm.
and see what I'm trying to
No, but
get
I'm
to.
not. I'm
Listen,
not.
don't overtalk me, ma'am. No,
Okay.
I hear very
Okay.
well.
No, I'm
Do not
obviously
overtalk
not trying to
me.
be rude.
Do
I'm
not
not trying to be
overtalk me.
rude at all.
Do you not hear? Please don't overtalk me.
I apologize, sir.
You have a son and a daughter,
Yes.
but you want a man who has the ability to put you in an upper middle class life to where he can be responsible to pay the bulk of everything. So you are not ultimately responsible for a significant portion of any of it. And what I'm saying is at best, he's going to get possibly one kid out of it, but he has the responsibility for a wife and two children from another man. That's a bad deal.
Mm.
I don't care how nice your kids are, how well mannered they are. He has all the responsibilities of a man with a wife and three kids, and at best he can get one. And you are really hesitant on that one. It's like I'll give him one, but I really rather it not anything. So here's basically what you're saying. I want you to come take care of me and my prince and my prince and my princess, and put us up in a nice middle class, upper middle class lifestyle, and provide for us and we'll let you provide for us. Huh?
I'm willing to compromise. So what it
Compromise on
comes
what?
down to,
Okay, okay, ma'am.
I'm willing to, if he had, if I don't know if I could speak, but if he was, I'm willing to, like, I'm a communicator, so I would love to, I'm not going to take and take. If we had the conversation where he said, this is what my standards are, I would say, well, these are my standards. And then we would have a middle ground. So me
Okay, but hold
making
on.
money.
Okay, ma'am. That's
Yeah.
not. Oh no. That's not compromise. Okay, compromise is okay. Compromise meaning he wants to go left, you want to go right. You say instead, let's go this way. But see, what's not compromised is who has to pay the financial responsibility.
Right. I guess I'm just used to, I guess I got used to, my money is your money and your money is your money, even
Who did?
though I
Okay,
did
who did
spend,
that though,
yeah.
ma'am? Who did
Yeah.
that? My money is your money.
Oh, it comes from, my ex-husband did that, but it also comes from my religious background. And the men that I do date are only of that religious background. So they also understand that concept.
What? Muslim? Islam?
Yeah.
All right, but okay. Whoa, are you talking about True Islam or Nation of Islam?
No, not Nation of Islam.
All right, then also, then this conversation really shouldn't be that complicated because the women I understand that are Muslim are very much know their roles. So it sounds like you have some Western Islam,
Yeah, so he was American. And I'm
but I'm
East
talking about
African.
you.
So yeah, I'm East African. I'm Canadian
Yeah,
and
of course.
American.
So basically, hey,
Yeah.
coming. So here's what basically you're saying: the
Hmm.
man I married and divorced provided me a certain kind of lifestyle, but he
Right.
got the benefit of my womb, and I produced 2 children for him. I want you to pick up where he left off financially, but I'm not going to give you any of the shit that I gave you. I gave him my youth, my womb, and 2 children.
Mhm.
You get nothing but the extension of the bill.
Wow.
Good luck with that. I don't care how cute you are and how many times you pray. I don't know how many times a day you pray.
No, that's
That's
real
very
talk.
Western. That's very Western.
Right. Wow. Then what
Is
kind of
this your picture?
conversation?
Is
What
this your
kind of
picture? Is that
conversation
is
should I
that
be
your picture?
having?
Is this your picture on Zoom?
Yes, it is.
How long ago did you take that picture?
About a few months ago. It's on my
2 months ago.
Instagram page.
Okay, so if you look like Gabrielle Sidibe, Precious, would you be asking for what you're asking for?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So basically, you're mortgaging you're pretty. But see, the thing is, your pretty is used. No
Right.
offense, ma'am. Your pretty is used. Your pretty has high miles. It's a nice body on the car, but the motor has 300,000 miles and 2 kids. Would your new husband be able to discipline those children like his own?
Wow. Yeah. So I
Oh,
dated a guy, and I already, it's already aligning with what you're saying. He talked a good game, and was speaking as if it was almost like a dream-like world. And I'm a realist, so I'm not against your brutal honesty. I actually love it. I right away understood that this was a dream that he was setting me. This is selling me. This is on marketing. This is not something that is going to be real
yeah, he was
once.
trying to get them skins.
Right. And that is something I don't do until like marriage, which I did with my ex. So it's, yeah,
Whoa,
it's
whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you
totally,
saying? Hold on. Did you say you won't have sex until you're married?
yeah, I'm basically a celibate after my divorce.
Oh, so even better, even better. I gotta marry you and pay full freight plus 2 kids. Uh, let me go ahead and give you the preemptive taps. There ain't no, there ain't that much fucking pretty in the world, man.
Right. I'm trying to be moral. I just don't want to have a baby.
No, you're
I
not
don't
trying to
want.
be moral. You're trying to be a man. You're trying to set demands like you are
Oh, no, no.
somebody.
I've been like this my whole life. I
All right,
honestly
ma'am.
don't
Then
want
you
any
should have
slip
stayed
ups.
with. If you're gonna have these high demands, you should have stayed with your husband.
Yeah, no, I wanted peace of mind.
Okay, well then you got peace of mind and you'll die alone. Buy a dog because this is the open market. They don't have to care about your
If
God.
I do get married, I will Zoom you again and
Well,
make
no,
sure
no. You won't get. I would tell you this: you won't get married to a man the caliber you talking about.
Hmm.
I would bet. I would bet a lot on that because the men that you're talking about don't have to take a 32-year-old woman who ain't gonna have sex with them until they sign until they're legally married, and then know that at best they might get one kid out of it. Why would I do that? Why would they do that when in your religion they can go get a young woman with no
They do
children?
that in my religion all the
Excuse
time,
me,
though.
why
They do
would
that.
they do that and they could go get a woman with no children? And they can have multiple children. See, what it is, man, is unfortunately, you left your husband, right?
Yes.
Where in Islam are you allowed to leave your husband?
Yeah, we are allowed. There's conditions.
Right, I know. And were those conditions met?
Yes, not in terms of emotions. No.
Well, then so the divorce decree, the dissolution of marriage was for what reason?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
The divorce decree was for what reason?
I mean, we did fall in love, so but it
No,
was a
ma'am.
while.
No, ma'am. In
We grew
Islam,
up. We grew
okay,
up apart.
okay, but okay for the Muslim. If you're telling me for the Muslim men I know, women in in Islamic countries don't file for divorce. That's a
I
Western
actually lived
thing.
overseas in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. I was
Exactly. So
teaching
you
there.
want exactly. So again, what I'm getting at, ma'am, is thank you for see Western women and women in general, but especially in the West, you have the uncanny ability to try to use everything to your advantage. I'm a Muslim when it fits me, but I'm Western when it suits me. See,
How so?
you file for divorce from your husband, but if you were in Saudi, could you have left your husband on the grounds you left him here?
Yeah, so that's what my point was. When I was overseas, there were Saudi women that were having a tough time getting out of that because of their culture, not because of the religion. In our religion, yes, you can
Well,
file for
good luck.
divorce.
I put it to you this way, ma'am.
It's a
You
lack
sound like
of
I put it to you this way,
knowledge in
ma'am.
the
You
religion.
sound first off, I'll tell you this, ma'am. Um, you may be a lovely, fun person, but as dominant as you sound like a whole headache. And you may be
I
Muslim.
just think you don't understand the religion, and that's
Well,
you call in the
but
wrong
I
place.
do understand.
That's
But I do
probably my
understand.
first flaw.
I do understand a bullheaded woman when I hear one. That's why I've had to mute you. Ain't nothing Islamic sounding about you. You sound just like any old Western feminist to me.
That is 1,000% the truth. This is just one of those golden episodes you find. A woman coming into the fray thinking that the next man is going to wait until marriage in order to sleep with her. But also, she's coming out of that with two children. And then I know a lot of people are going to say, well, guess what? She actually did it the correct way. Yeah, she was married, she had children. So effectively, she's just a single mother. She's not a baby mama, right? And that would be true. But it's everything else that then comes with that. She wants a man making a great amount of money a year. Then she wants that man to then wait till marriage. Then she has two children already, and she's in her 30s. Now, let's just pose the simple question, right? Why would a man that has to make that much money, wants children, obviously wants to engage in intercourse, why would he wait until marriage and wait until well, wait until marriage, get with a mom with two children, and then she's 30. What's the point of that? Why would he do it? Give him a good enough reason. Because when he weighs out his options, he can either go with that or he can go with a woman that is much younger, no children, doesn't believe what she believes in, and he'll also have the possibility of having children, not just one but multiple. And when women come to men with these deals, they really believe they're giving them something that they want. When in all reality, you're just banking off of your looks and you're banking off of your quote unquote personality. When those are two things, the looks may be important, but the personality is not really cared for like that. It could be switched out. But also when the circumstances seem to, when the bad circumstances seem to outweigh the good in you, men aren't going to do it. They're not going to be attracted to that. So this woman wants to come in, rich man. He has to accept the kids, wait until marriage, and his money is my money. Yeah, it just looks like you're looking for a meal ticket. And no man making that amount of money is going to want to be with that. He could just go with the woman without any of the hassle or any of the major problems and stipulations that's going to come with this woman. So when you come in with a deal, at least make sure the deal sounds intriguing before a man is going to accept that. But please, everyone, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.